To Bumble Stitches Flossmas. My name's Nicola. You probably know that already, but there have been quite a few new subscribers, so welcome on board. If you've just joined for Flossmas, I hope you decide to stay around after the festive season and join us for the regular FlossTube videos, but it's great to have some new subscribers on board, so thank you for that, and thank you for all you lovely viewers that have been joining me through this little Flossmas journey and all your lovely comments. Today is the 5th video that I've done. I'm just checking, I've written there's a couple of things I needed to write down. It's the 5th video. I'm doing them every other day or as close to that as I can. And of course I'm doing my 12 starts of Christmas. So a couple of things that I wanted to just speak to you about with regards to comments from the last video. A lady commented about the project behind me on the wall, this here. I'm assuming it's this one and not that one. Is Laurie Holt's You Are the Boss of Your Own Quilt. This one is not a cross stitch. I'll try and remember to take a photograph of it and pop it here when I've finished filming and I'm doing the editing, but that's actually a coronation of Queen Elizabeth II embroidery that I found purely by chance. I went to a like a flea market, and was at the time I was heavily into scrapbooking and making sort of junk journals and things like that, and I was looking for old sort of vintage magazines to use the paper and images from, and I bought an old woman's magazine from the 1950s. It was actually a coronation edition of a woman's magazine, and when I got home and went through it, that piece was actually folded up inside the magazine, and with the sort of the pattern for it. So it was obviously a project that was put out with the magazine. The lady had stitched it. It wasn't quite finished. I need to do a little tiny bit in there's a little cartouche right at the top. I'll try, as I said, I'll pop a photograph in. And yes, I had it for years before I did anything with it. It's not a great fit in that frame, but the piece was cut really, really close to the stitching. There wasn't enough space to wrap it around anything, and I just thought I'd get it in a frame so that I could at least enjoy it rather than it sitting in a drawer, and I might have to do a bit of a better job at a later date. But yes, that's what that is there behind me. Another thing that I wanted to quickly share with you is I was talking yesterday about my Advent swap with Paula, and the theme was gingerbread, and I mentioned to you that she'd got me one of the lovely M&S gingerbread men musical tins. Now if you're in the UK, you will be familiar no doubt with the gorgeous tins of cookies and biscuits and things that M&S put out every year, and these tins are really good. There's been various different ones. I've got a couple now, and they are actually musical. I'm only going to give it one turn because it will go on and on, but so there it is, Jingle All the Way. So super cute, and that was in my Advent as well, so thank you, Paula. I haven't opened them yet, and if they're the same as the ones they put out last year, they're just little tiny gingerbread men, and they are super tasty. And of course this would be really good for a finish as well. You could put a little finish. Are you going to stop now? I knew this would happen. You could put a little finish on the front here, couldn't you? So yeah, that's my little gingerbread man tin. So really cute. And if they've got any more in M&S, I don't think they would have now, but yeah, they are really good and really good value as well. So I'll pop that over there. What else did I want to share with you? I'll share with you my stitching progress from the project that I last started, which was the Bells of Christmas, and then I'll share with you what I've been up to since. Alf and I went out for a really long walk this morning. It was quite nice actually, first thing. When I say first thing, I mean about 9:30. And we went for a really nice walk, and he saw some other dogs, and we saw lots of horses, and he's absolutely exhausted now and having a little lie down with Justin at the moment. So I don't think I'm going to disturb him. But yes, it's and now it started raining again, so a typical December day. I mentioned that I was going to try and get the rest of the church done on this one. I haven't ironed it, so do forgive me. But I did do quite a bit more on the church. This is a 36 count linen, and I'm stitching 1 strand of floss over 2 linen threads. So that's my excuse. It's smaller stitching, and it's this one here. So this one needs to go away now so that I can move on to my next project for my 12 starts of Christmas. And I have actually already started. So let's just pop these away. I'll just pop them over there. Okay, I have started the next project already, and I'll share that with you in just a second. But something popped up on Instagram yesterday that really caught my eye, and it was a series of videos that were going to be put on YouTube today by, I think it was 4 or 5 different designers for Moda fabrics, and they were doing ornament videos. And I thought, oh, this looks interesting. And the one that I looked at this morning, I just need to reach for the little ornament, but I can get it without wrecking the tree, was this gorgeous little wooden spool ornament. Now this video was on the My So Quilty Life channel, which is Heather Briggs. I will link the video down below. If you've got any of these little wooden spools, these are the sort of the blanks that you can get from all the sort of big box craft shops, or you could use vintage spools or whatever you like. And essentially there's no sewing involved. You just wrap fabric of your choice around the wooden spools. I used hot glue. I had hot glue everywhere, and then just glue the spools together to make a little tree. And the trunk, I then added a little pom-poms that I cut off some pom-pom trim, and a little jingle bell and a bow. And I thought that was really, really cute. And after I saw the video, I watched the video last night when I went to bed, and that was it. I was like, get Alfie for a walk, get back and make myself a spool ornament. But I think it turned out really, really cute. And obviously you can just go for it. Different fabrics, ribbon, even put floss around them, however you wanted to do it. And I thought that was a really nice little project, and nice with the children or grandchildren if they're, you know, of the age where they can be doing glued things with supervision. I needed supervision with a hot glue gun this morning, but yeah, I thought that was a really nice little project. So I will pop a link down below in the description box if you wanted to make one for yourself, or just have a watch of the video. And there were quite a few different ones. They link each other's YouTube channels, so that you can go along and see what the other designers have done. I won't attempt to put that back on the tree now because I'll probably pull the tree down. Okay, what did I stitch after I finished with the bells of Christmas? Well, today's new start is living in my snowman bag, and this is the one with the missing pom-pom. If you watch the bake-off, it's a bit like the missing raspberry. Alfie decided that he had to have this, so that's what happened to that. Now today's start is a smaller start, and I think it will be finished this evening. I'm stitching from these cookie cutter ornaments by It's So Emma, and I did tell you I was going to do the snowman, but when I pulled everything out to start, I couldn't resist little Rudolph here, so that's what I've started with. And I'll show you how I'm getting on. This is still on the hoop because after I've finished editing, I'm going to hopefully get this one finished off. Let me put it on here so it doesn't glare. So as you can see, I've done the outline of Rudolph. He needs his red nose. I've got some DMC Etoile, which is their sparkly thread, somewhere, and I might see if I can find that and give him a red sparkly nose. And obviously I need to do his antlers, his eyes, and the red background. What did I just do with the chart? So as you can see, so it's this one here, if you can see that. And there's a snowy background as well. And then once that is done, which fingers crossed it will be done, I've got the the little tart tin ornaments, which are these. They're quite shallow and quite light as well, which is good for hanging on a tree. And I've got some of the little sticky circles as well. These all came from Fat Quarter Shop. They sent me the chart, but I did get these myself so that I could finish off some of those designs. I'm just going to do one as part of my 12 starts and hopefully get that finished and share it with you on the next video, which is at the moment scheduled for Tuesday, but we will see what happens because you know what I'm like. The next thing I wanted to share with you, I think we'll do my Advent next because I'm excited for that. So day 5, I know it's not day 5, but this is a 12-day Advent and I'm doing it whenever I do a video. I'm opening my Advent. So let's have a look inside here. Oh, this is really pretty. And who doesn't always need another pair of scissors? Beautiful heart-shaped handles there. These are gorgeous. Snipsters by Cloudcraft. Thank you, Paula. They are beautiful. Really lovely. What a gorgeous gift. If you're not doing an Advent swap with one of your stitchy friends, then you need to make sure you arrange one for next year because it is absolutely the best. I've bought ones from various makers, dyers, Etsy and things like that, but by far the one that I do with Paula is my favourite. Thank you, Paula, they're really lovely. So if I get Rudolph done this afternoon, I need something to stitch on this evening. So I thought, seeing as I will be a little bit ahead of myself, seeing as I would only be starting project 5 today, and if I could be done and dusted with 5 and on to 6, that will give me until Thursday, I think. My stitchy maths might be out, but in my head that seems about right because that will then make that my 6th start, and then that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe that's wrong. Anyway, I have got more time if I can get this one started today, because I wouldn't really be starting it until Tuesday. Yeah, that is correct. So this is not a Christmas bag. This is a Laurie Holt fabric bag that I made myself. You've probably seen this before if you're a regular viewer. I was going to say an old viewer. You know what I mean. You've been watching me for a long time. The stitched piece, this is all stitched by me and personalised here. This is a hands-on design chart. I can't remember the name of it, but I changed the colours to suit my fabric. And in here, I thought if I've got a few extra days, or a couple of extra days, I need to start on a project that's a little bit more of a chunky monkey. So I thought I would make a start on Merry Christmas by Blackbird Designs. And as you can see, it's really pretty. I'm going to be using, I think this is a 36 count. It's a 36 count vintage country mocha. And I'm not using the called for. The called for is Gentle Arts, and they give a DMC conversion in here. What I'm going to be using is some silks. So I'm being fancy, festive and fancy. And I've got some Ovira Soie d'Alger in here. These were purchased for another project that didn't quite work out. And I think I've probably got enough of a colour palette here to do this. I'm just trying to get some of these colours out. So I've got three greens, so I think that will be fine. I've got a couple of different reds. I've got some reds there, and then there are blues. That's a very dark navy blue. It's showing as black on the screen. Oh, there's some more greens here. There are 2 more greens. There's that really sort of chartreuse green. There's a very, very dark bottle green. That one. And then I've got a gold, which is always handy on some Christmas stitching. There are some pinks. So I've just got the pieces of thread that have been pulled off the skein. There's this gorgeous sort of terracotta-y orange, rusty colour, and then there's a dark brown and this lovely sort of taupey mushroom colour. So I'm going to attempt to hold these so you can see them, but I think I'm going to be able to create something that hopefully looks really pretty for this Merry Christmas chart. As I said, it's by Blackbird Designs. So there's that one. So that will be my plan for later on today. Tomorrow is back to work, unfortunately, but no work means no cross stitch, so there you go. I will leave it there today and hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy catching up with all the other Flossmases, and I will see you again on Tuesday. Take care.